Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we went back into Tartarus once again to continue going through the ever so large Harabah block, and landed at the next Guardian floor. Today, we're gonna go back into Tartarus and take on the next pack of Guardians. I swear these Tartarus expeditions are getting a lot easier, mainly because that we've already faced all the enemies that we have encountered in this block so far, so I haven't been grinding as much as you would expect, but I am pretty strong as it is. As a matter of fact, the next Tartarus Guardian we're going to face off against, we're actually in equal strength in terms of our levels. We're all at level 61, well, all as in me and the Guardians, so it should be a fairly even fight. And I did keep the party from last time I was exploring Harabah going into this battle, since these guys, from what I've researched and remember, they're not that difficult. But let's see how this fight plays out.
This one's dangerous. Stay focused.
So today's Guardian trio we're facing off against are the Royal Dancers. Like I mentioned moments ago, they're at level 61, much like myself. But the strange thing is, these guys have 4 ailment spells to dish out than attacks. They do have some offensive spells though. Specifically, they all have Pierce, Heat Wave, Primal Force, and that's about it in terms of attacks actually. Everything else is just ailment spells. Specifically, they have poison spells, panic spells, charm, and that's about it in terms of ailment spells actually. They also have Patra, Charmty, and Samudi, as well as Dia. So I'm not expecting this battle to be as difficult as the Phantom King we faced off against. It's just the ailment spells we have to worry about. That's pretty much what we have to look out for. So 2 of us are even panicked so far. So the big tip I would give out for this fight is to bring as many gems as possible, specifically ones that can nullify all the ailment spells that I just listed off. So it'd be best for you to bring like the Patra gems and some disrages, well not disrages, some dispoisons, discharges, and Patra gems, like I already mentioned. Other than that, you don't have that much to worry about from what I remember. Since I got a plethora of the Patra gems, I'll just use this to cure myself in Junpei. So I think this fight's only gonna be like a war of attrition of sorts for us to take these Royal Dancers down. We still will have to look out for their offensive attacks though. But like I said, shouldn't be that much of a difficult fight to worry about. Just like say that Junpei misses with his Blade of Fury. Luckily these guys are trying to do their best with their ailment attacks. Poison might be the one we'll have to look out for the most, because it does take off a bit of health for the inflicted after every turn. Charm might be a close second because we'll lose control of that party member, and Panic will be the least we'll have to worry about since we can just nullify that very easily with a Patra or Patra gem or spell. So I think I'm just going to keep pushing the offensive with Byakuya and keep using this Mazioka because I really want Byakuya to get that Maziodine spell. So I do have enough cash that I can probably fuse the next persona I want in terms of the elect type. So I think I'll do that after this fight, which means all the grinding I've been doing for Byakuya as of late it's gonna be pretty pointless if I'm able to pull off that fusion, but that's gonna be until after the fight. Speaking of which, Koromaru did get poisoned, so he's gonna lose a bit of health after every turn. Card's gonna be next, so do I have any dispoisons? I strangely don't. Oh wait, no I do. I have 16 of those things, just about the same amount as I do with the Mipatra gems. This
Hang
poisons,
in there.
discharge, disrages, and Mipatra gems are fairly common to find in Tartarus, so you can either just find them throughout the tower or buy a bunch of them at the pharmacy. Either way, they'll be pretty helpful for you in this battle. And they're also not that hard to find. And look at that, Koromar using counter to counteract that Primal Force. Hard to get charmed though. Also, these guys are getting serious now. They're starting to attack more and more. But I think it might be too late for them because we've damaged them a lot as it is. Okay, so I'll use the aid discharm for Yukari. I don't want any of my party members turning against us. That would be the last thing that I would want to come out of this fight. And that might be a bigger threat to us than the actual guardians that we're facing off. Jiffy takes one down. Now it's only 2 left. Like I said, I'm not that worried about this fight because these guys dish out a lot of alien spells. So chances are we won't be getting damaged that much. And we haven't been so far. And one of those real damages on their last leg, so I'll just use a simple slash attack. That takes it out. And now for the last one.
This thing won't give up.
Whatever these guys do, whether it's physical attacks or elemental attacks, either way we'll dish out a lot of damage against this last dancer. And he's still trying to use an ailment spell on me. That's a really, really stupid move to do on his part. But he decided to make its bed, so it's gonna lie in it. And that's the battle.
The enemy is getting
That's 2
stronger,
Guardian
too.
fights in a row that we've gone through that haven't put up that much of a difficult fight against us. At least we got something called Broken Heart. And we did level up to level 62. And that's about it. Byakuya didn't level up, unfortunately. But let's see what our prize is. A precious egg, another one. Always good to have those. Yeah, that's about it. I thought so. I've come to realize that every Guardian trio has at least one prize you can get after the fight, and I think the Soul Guardians have 2 items you can get after their battle. So I'm not surprised you only got just the precious egg. So let's see. I have quite a lot of yen on hand, so I'm gonna attempt to get that other electric persona I want, because I thought I wouldn't be able to get that for a little while longer, but it turns out I surpassed the level that I'm able to fuse that persona, so we're gonna see if I could put that together. Oh yeah, I almost forgot I had a request that I completed recently. Ah, so that's what rainbow hair looks like. It has such beautiful colors. I bet you're wondering what I plan to use it for. Well, that's a secret. Not sure what she would want to do a rainbow hair, but we'll just let Elizabeth do her. We've got something called the Omega Drive though, so I suspect that'll be pretty good to have. Since we were on the 201st floor, I decided I'll accept this request in advance. Retrieve 3 Sand of Time, or Sands of Time, however the plural pronunciation of that word actually goes. So starting our next visit, we'll be able to access floor 202, which is the start of the range, where we can find a shadow called the Perpetual Sands, which still lie in the Harabah block, so there are a few shadows we have not discovered yet, but judging how far we've come so far, how well the progress has been, I'm suspecting they won't be that tough to deal with. And shortly afterwards, I was able to find the persona I've been looking for. Thankfully, I didn't have to buy anything else for this fusion or have to make space in my arsenal, so this is very convenient. By combining Hecatog Care, I think that's how you say it, the name is still very iffy to me, Atropos, and Barog, we can fuse Odin, the ultimate Emperor persona, and this is the elect persona I've been looking for. At level 57 too, I'm like 5 levels over for the required level necessary to actually fuse this thing. I thought I had to wait until a little later in order to get this fusion to work, but it turns out I surpassed the level a while ago, so that's good to know. This is without a doubt the strongest elect persona you can get in this game, and I'm so glad to have it back on my team. I don't know why I gave it wind boost, but I'll be getting rid of that very quickly. Besides, at level 60, this thing will get elect amp, and I've already discussed how powerful the amp spells can be. But that particular move, I want to get sooner rather than later, Thunder Rain. That is, to my knowledge, the best elect move you can get in this game. Unfortunately, we're 2 levels away from that, so I'll have to do some grinding to earn that move. But I have done it before, so I'm willing to put up with the grinding for one more time. Besides, Thunder Rain will be very handy to have for a certain enemy that we'll be hunting for down the road. In fact, it's not just handy, it's downright essential to have for that enemy we'll be going after someday. This is another persona I've had my eye on for a while now, but for the life of me, fusing this thing has been kinda frustrating. So with Byakko and Quetzalcoatl, we can fuse Ganesha of the Star Arcana, and for some reason, I am unable to carry over the Guardite spell from Quetzalcoatl. At the very least, I'm getting Wind Boost, so that's a start. The reason why I want to carry over Guardite is because this thing has the ability to learn Mugardine, which I think is the first move it can get upon fusing. We haven't got that far. Actually, we have got pretty far in the Star Social League recently. I forgot about all the progress we made with Maru over the last couple of weeks in game time. So I guess it'll be kind of worth it to learn Mugardine. It's pretty far though, in terms of the level gap. But we did learn it at level 9 in the Social League with the Star Arcana. And I know this thing can also learn a Wind Amp from what I researched. Also get High Counter too. I guess you're mainly a physical type persona or a physical wind hybrid? I guess. We haven't seen this before, alertness. Lowers odds of being taken by surprise. Guess that'll be useful. I'll give her elect moves. What am I thinking? Ganesha cannot learn elect moves whatsoever. But it can learn Wind Amp, which is something I want. I'll have to try to level up a little further in order to actually get that ability. But still, I really want to pass on Guardite for it, but the game would not allow it for some reason, which is very, very stupid. This fusion has been a long time coming because I've had this specific request selected for so many episodes now. With Lilim, Pixie, Nanataishi with Megiddo, I have to stress that, and Narcissus, we can finally fuse Alice of the Death Arcana. And remember, you have to carry over Megiddo from one of the fused personas for this request to give to Elizabeth. So we're gonna fuse this right away, and hope that this fusion does not end up conjuring a Legion, because I don't want that to happen. Finally! I'm Alice. Will you play with me? I'll consider you're the Death Arcana, I would pass up on that. Don't mistake this girl's, looks. She may look a little innocent, but remember, she's got Megiddo among a bunch of other spells. And she's gonna learn an exclusive ability from what I remember called Die For Me. I don't remember what that does. I haven't really used Alice that much, even with Megiddo, because I only just used her just for the request. That's about it. Wait a minute. She's got Repel Dark as one of her upgraded moves, but upon fusion, she could already Repel Dark as one of her properties. What's the point of having that? I'm gonna get rid of that. That's just stupid. Who thought of that? Why can't you just have Mudo Boost be the next move? I think somebody may have made a mistake when they were developing this game. But at the very least, we got another request done for Elizabeth. So we're gonna turn that into Elizabeth right away before I forget. because this request has been a long time coming for it to be completed. Yes, I do have Alice with me, you know. I knew you could do it. Congratulations, you fulfilled my request. You're one step closer to mastering the art of fusion, apparently. Despite that we have, I think, nearly 60% of our companion filled out up until this point, Elizabeth still considers us a novice when it comes to fusing, apparently. But because of fusing Alice, we now have the item to fuse another persona called Lilith. A incredibly strong persona from what she's said. I don't think I'm actually strong enough to fuse that yet. That's probably like maybe in the level 70 to 80 range if I had to estimate. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a while before we can even see that thing. I kind of stand corrected from what I said. Technically, we are strong enough to fuse Lilith. She's only at level 61. But we had to get this Lilith to be fused with Mabufudine. This means we'll have to fuse an even stronger persona that's able to have that skill. Then we'll have to use that stronger persona as one of the fusion elements to fuse Lilith again. And that way Mabufudine can be carried over. But that's not going to be for a little while. So I think I'll hold off on actually fusing Lilith for the time being. Not even joking. I'm only 1% away from filling out 60% in the Persona Compendium, so that's why I'm still here. But this next Persona I found, I think it's going to be especially handy. With Atropo again, Ganesha, and Parvati, we can create Hariti. Hariti? I think it's Hariti. Hariti of the Empress Kana. We're only level 3 in this social league, but this learns a lot of great skills from what I looked up. Off the bat, it can get Dia Rahan and Medea Rahan, as well as Bufudine. Granted, this thing can't learn Mabufudine, but that specific spell that it has as one of its moves that it can learn, we actually see that move before many moons ago against one of the past full moon shadows. Sabrakarm can heal a person to full HP upon revival, so I want that. This will be a very good persona to have for healing as well as for attacking with Bufudine. Besides, this thing has no specific weaknesses, so this is a very strong persona to have at this point in the game. We did get some fusing done, but because of how short the fight was, I think we're gonna squeeze in one more piece of business before we call it quits for today. So we're gonna head out of the dark hour and go back to the dorm. And I think today is Friday, actually. I honestly thought it was gonna be Sunday for some reason. There goes my mind again, just thinking too far ahead. I have a really bad habit of doing that. We're back in class with Miss Toriumi. Exams will begin on Monday, so that's not far from now. You guys studied, it's not my fault if you don't get good scores, you know. I think I'm more than prepared for this exam, Miss Toriumi. I've already aced one in the past. I think it was actually the last exam we had that I did ace it. So I'm not worried. So we're learning about common forms today. Plural forms and irregular plural forms too. Seem confused, Junpei. Do you know which of the following is correct? Huh? Me? I wasn't listening at all. Typical Junpei. Okay, what was the answer? Well, moose is not the right answer. I should know, I'm Canadian. Even though I've never seen a moose in my life, still, I know that much. Sheeps, that's not even a plural word. Because we know that sheep can mean both singular and plural, so cacti is the obvious one to go with. Oh, so you were listening. You've got a funny way of showing it, though. A funny way? Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Makoto. It's been a long time since Jimmy had to rely on us for a class answer, if I'm right, actually. So I think I'll let this one slide for now, because it's been a surprisingly long time since we had to help out with Junpei with this kind of situation. Class is ended for today. It might be me because we were just in Tartarus, but I feel like today should be Sunday. because I now try to plan Tartars to go on Saturdays like we did so long ago when we were starting off on this journey. So maybe that's why my mind's so accustomed to that kind of conditioning. But instead of hanging around in the school, we're gonna go out and meet Mamoru one last time because we did accumulate enough points to finish off his social link. So I think we're gonna squeeze that in today as our last piece of business before we do close things off. We had a lot of free time to spend with Mamoru after all, so we might as well continue on that as it is instead of ignoring him for like a whole other month and then forgetting that we're so close to maxing out that social link, only to realize that we do have enough points accumulated with him, and then it'll be too late because we might not have enough time to fit him into our schedule. So that's why I want to max this out as soon as possible. So yeah, Mamoru, I would love to hang out with you today. Back to the ramen shop one more time. He is going to be moving soon, so this will be the last time we will be seeing Mamoru. And it all started the way it began, us hanging out at Hakagore. Hey, glad we could meet up one more time before I take off. Yeah, I guess you're moving really soon, so you're gonna take off after this? Don't you remember from last time? I'm getting a job. He's disappointed. I didn't expect that reaction from him. I thought like take off as said you're taking off today. The factory is way out west, so I'm gonna move into a dorm there. Ah, so it's really far away. My mother started crying and she kind of blamed herself. But I want to support them. I didn't even realize that he has to move away from his family too. I thought it was just far away that we won't be seeing him anymore. It's not just us apparently. It's gonna be his family too. I'll be missing him. It won't be easy to lead this ramen though. Best in town. Too true. Let's go see Mamoru off. What kind of friend will we be if we try to stop him from leaving now? We'd be supportive with him up until this point. It would be so rude of us if we try to stop it now. You went to a nice station. Hey Makoto, you could have this. A car key? See the way he moonwalked there? Yeah, this guy's got a lot of skills. It's my father's key. I've been keeping it for good luck. Sometimes I get pretty pissed that he's not around anymore. My life wouldn't have to be so complicated, you know? I could have enjoyed Kendo Team more, could have been a normal kid. But blaming dad like that is just another way to run away from my problems. I want you to keep this. I don't want to risk coming to rely on it again. As long as you have the key, I'll be able to stand on my own feet. So next time we meet, I can still be proud of myself. Mamoru gave you the car key, but he's matured a lot in a short amount of time, hasn't he? Thanks, Makoto. No problem, Mamoru, that's what friends are for. You gained another lifelong friend. A mysterious voice rings in your head, which means we have completed yet another social link. I feel we've been knocking these out left and right as of late. So by finishing up the star social link, we now have the ability to create Hallel, the ultimate star persona. Apparently in the original version, by completing this link, you would earn the ability to create Lucifer, so I guess that was changed for the FES version. Not sure why they changed it though. Hallel doesn't seem like any friendlier than Lucifer if you ask me. But we forged one more bond that can't be broken. Hallel is the light bearer, okay. I guess I was just misjudging his name there. This might be something good after all. Take it easy, Mamoru. You and Mamoru shared a firm handshake. Not for nothing, I hate to break the moment, but it doesn't look like those two are actually shaking hands. It looks like there's a little gap between them. I noticed that the last time I was around in this game, and I was like, that seems really weird. How did I not catch that before? I hate to bring up the mood, but that's just one glaring thing that I saw that I just couldn't bring back up.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Mitsuru. Exams begin next week. Uh-huh. I know it'll be difficult to study for them, but if you run away now, you'll just be giving up on life. Oh, and please let me know when you'll be going to Tartarus. We were just there last night, so I think we'll be going there until next week at the earliest. Exams have to come first because grades do matter. Aki, we were just there last night. I think you're trying to circumvent your way from studying. That's what I'm suspecting. I know you're dedicated to training, but there's a time to train and a time to study. Now's the time to study, man. It's not that easy knowing what's gonna happen. It's almost too much to bear. So, have you been studying for the exams? Sure have. I think it's all the same dog we've encountered recently. I'm not too sure. It has been a while since I have recorded this game, to be very honest with you. Talk with Fuka. The constant connection between Kusuke-san and Ryoji-kun. Yeah, this does seem familiar to me. That I'm having deja vu. The 12 shells fuse, and Ryoji's the repriser. Might be a little different from what they're saying, but the context is still the same from what I'm gathering. You shouldn't worry about next. She said we should just act like everything is normal. So that's exactly what Junpei's doing by not studying for the exams. Well, you gotta give him credit. He's getting his life back on track, given what we've learned recently. Should be okay on the exams. Of course I will be. I actually want to ask how he's doing. Oh, I'm good to go. I've been studying every day. I guess you found the right balance to train and study. Good for you, Akihiko. I should expect anything less from a senpai, though. Can't study all for the exams? I have studied for the exams. Take me out the drawing, we're buddies, we should fail together. That's not how failing works, Junpei. If you want to fail, just do it by yourself. I don't want you to bring down anyone else. Whether it's me or someone in our group, still. And I think that's all I'm going to do for today. We got some Tartarus business taken care of, and we maxed out yet another social link. So all in all, this was a very productive day. So next time, we're gonna spend the last couple of days doing some more social link stuff. And then, if we have enough time, we'll squeeze in the exam week as well. Until we meet again, farewell for now.